Namaste, myself Dr. K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University, Jaipur. And now we will discuss about the need for the resource management in education. In school administration, education resources are not only limited but can be effectively and efficiently managed when management activities are properly harmonized, organized, coordinated, and controlled by the school management team. This is an agreement with Blunt's opinion that it is not the availability of these resources alone that guarantee effective performance of school, but their adequacy and effective utilization. However, no matter how well packaged a school administration or a school system is at any level of education, without adequate and efficient utilization of the available resources, the system may fail to achieve its desired result. The proper management and use of these resources will not only boost the morale of human resources who coordinate other activities in the school system, but also ensure the attainment of the goal. Meanwhile, shortage or inadequacy of these resources is inimical to goal achievement of school administration. Agabe observed that resources provided by government for execution of education projects are inadequate and irregular as highlighted by the frequency of industrial action in the education sector. The management of the resources. First is the material, a physical resource management in the school. School physical resource management has a direct impact on the learning environment and is a likely determinant of educational outcome. It is therefore critical that school physical resource management practices align with the school improvement plan by linking school assets to the basic education service delivery standard and strategies. According to SABECA 2008, the following type of maintenance should be adopted in the facility maintenance plan. These are preventive, routine, emergency, repair, and predictive maintenance. First is the preventive maintenance. This is type of maintenance carried out on school facility to avoid breakdown and ensure optimal performance of the facility. Up-to-date information about the facility is required to serve as a guide for the maintenance team. Preventive maintenance saves cost and time. It is usually an integral part of the management practice in the societies where maintenance culture is well established. Decisions on the preventive maintenance are collectively made and implemented. Second is the routine maintenance. This is carried out periodically as scheduled by the school managers. Facilities may be serviced monthly, quarterly, or even annually depending on the agreed schedule. Manufacturer guide provide information on the nature and maintenance interval. School manager comply with these guides to avoid breakdown of the equipment. Predictive maintenance. This involves the use of computer software to predict equipment failure based on age, user demand, and performance measure. Then second is the financial resources management. Financial management covers such area as the procurement of the fund, their allocation, monitoring their use in the interest of accountability, and producing financial report for the relevant stakeholders. Effective financial management ensures that all financial regulation and procedure are compiled with All financial transactions are recorded accurately. Adequate controls are in place to ensure that expenditure do not exceed the income and only authorized expenditures are incurred. Financial management is therefore an integral part of responsibility as an education manager because without good financial management practice, school would find it difficult to achieve their goal. Then, management of the time management in school administration. Proper time management in the workplace has a number of positive effects ranging from making you a more focused and valuable employee to reducing the stress of your job. Time is a precious commodity on any job. Employer appreciate employee who can get maximum amount of good work done in the minimum amount of the time. For the time management, the first is the setting priority and the goals. Prioritizing and setting goal are very effective time management skill that can be practiced at work every day. Concept help in setting a scale of preference by identifying the task or workload that need to be done first before other schedule of lower importance. It make it easier to keep track of any due date that are mandate for accomplishment of any given task. Prioritizing and setting goal in a school system can assist the staff in becoming a more productive employee by ensuring that all the work items are addressed in timely manner. General life improvement. Another positive side effect of practicing time management is that it helps to improve the work life balance. The skill that are learned and used at work can also translate into personal life improvement. Individuals will be better able to prioritize daily tasks, create workable schedule for busy time, and also have some time to relax. A less hectic home life can help improve one professional performance. Next is the reducing stress and negativity. Two things that can severely impact on work performance are stress and negativity. Practicing good time management technique help to reduce stress by keeping work on schedule and in good shape to meet approaching deadlines. When a staff is less stressed, he is also less likely to feel negativity about the job. Having a negative attitude at work can hurt one career because employer want personnel who are enthusiastic about their work. Because proper time management help you accomplish more in allotted time, it can help you adopt more positive attitude in the workplace. Then is the human resource. Management of the human resource. At school, a school cannot build a good team of working professionals without good human resources. The key function of human resource management team include recruiting people, training them, performing appraisal, motivating employee, as well as workplace communication, workplace safety, and much more. The beneficial effect of these functions are discussed this recruitment and training. This is one of the major responsibility of the human resource management team. HR manager come up with plan and strategy for hiring the right kind of people. They design the criteria which is best suited for a specific job description. Their other tasks related to recruitment include formulating the obligation of an employee and the scope of task assigned to him or her. Based on these two factors, the contract of an employee with the company is prepared. When needed, they also provide training to the employees according to the requirement of the organization. Then, performance appraisal. HRM encourages the people working in an organization to work according to their potential and give them suggestions that can help them to bring about improvement in it. The team communicate with the staff individually from time to time and provide all the necessary information regarding their performance and also define their respective roles. Maintaining work atmosphere. This is vital aspect of the HRM because the performance of an individual in an organization is largely driven by the work atmosphere, a work culture that prevails at the workplace. A good working condition is one of the benefits that employee can expect from an efficient human resource team. A safe, clean and healthy environment can bring out best in an employee. A friendly atmosphere gives the staff member job satisfaction as well. Next is the managing disputes. Conflicts are almost inevitable in an organization. In a school, there are several issues on which disputes may arise between the employees and the employers. In such a scenario, it is the human resource department which act as a consultant and mediator to sort out those issues in an effective manner. They first hear the grievance of the employee, then they come up with a suitable solution to sort them out. In other words, they take the timely action and prevent things from going out of the hands. So these are the management of the resources in a education या in school. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University Jaipur. Thank you very much.